Hey, my name is Matt Filler. Ricardo said to send this video over. In this quick custom video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to bring in more customers to your business. Most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to be learning how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. I've found giving people an easy blueprint of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, I like you, Matt, please do this for me. So if by the end of this video you've liked what you heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help you with getting more business, shoot me a message back and let me know when we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I gave you to do yourself, that works for me too. All I ask is that you take a second to give me your feedback about this video. I value your time, so now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above the competition: content, citations, and backlinks. So the first thing I want to go over is content. Content is the words and images that Google can see on your web page, including words hidden behind images and in the names of images. When I go to the website in your Google Business Profile, your hosting has expired. When I look at the Wayback Machine, I get this screen. I'm able to look at your old website. You've got 800 words on your website. You can look at your images from the Wayback Machine, but we want to make sure that all your images are saved with buyer intent keywords and that you have buyer intent keywords throughout your content. You also want to put a keyword in something called the alt text that is available behind the image for blind people, which Google also reads. I'm not seeing images on your website. So the content you have on your website is critical because that is what Google can read on your site and is the basis on which they decide what keywords to show your site for, and thus who to show your site to. I'm sure you know these guys over here are one of your competitors. I went through their site and they've got about 1,200 words of content. Studies show most sites in the top 3 on Google for something like an electrician in a local area have at least 1,000 to 1,500 words. So getting more content on your website would get it to immediately start ranking those all-important buyer intent keywords. You also might want to consider adding what we call location pages to your website for various cities you serve, so you can start ranking those cities as well. But if you're just Long Beach, you don't need to do that. This is a tool I use called Ahrefs, which starts at $129 per month. Essentially, it gives me behind-the-scenes details of what Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. So I ran a quick scan of your competitor here. You can see your competitor is getting 291 visits from Google every month. That's traffic you could be getting. And if I go click on keywords here, it'll show me the exact keywords your competition is ranking for and what your customers are searching for every month. As you can see, your competitor is ranking number 1 for electrician Long Beach electrician, electrician Torrance, home automation electrician, etc., and getting traffic for those. When I look at your website in Ahrefs, it's not showing any traffic or keywords because your content isn't optimized for it and you don't have the right backlinks. We'll get into that in a minute. So the first thing you need to do to beat your competition online is have a minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage and get your hosting paid for. Because content is what's driving your competitors' keywords, and it's 100% beatable if you get this done. So the first thing you can do today is to add content to your website to get it ranking for buyer intent keywords. Next, I'm going to show you the second important thing I want to talk about, and that is citations. Today, the vast majority of people looking for goods and services are doing so online first, and the first place over 90% of them go to start their search is Google. Looking at the Google search result page for electrician Long Beach, the first thing we see is the ads people are paying Google to be up on. Ads can work, but they can also become a money pit if your website isn't dialed in, so be careful not to burn your money with Google ads until you know for sure your site will convert. You know this next section is the Google Map Pack, or the maps, or the Google Business Profiles. This section gets half the calls from the web. And in these results, you can see the business's name, address, and phone number, also known as the NAP for name, address, and phone number. And this is how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. So now you're asking, hey Matt, how do I show up in Maps? To answer your question, I'm going to focus on citations. The number one non-obvious thing you can do today to push your business up in the map pack. Right now, you're not taking the ranking in the top 3, and your business name, address, and phone number aren't listed in many directories. A directory is an internet site like InfoUSA, Yelp, Yext, CityStar, and your competitor, they're listed in more directories. So a citation is your app on places like the Yellow Pages, the BBB, Facebook, Yelp, and a couple hundred other directories. When you get more citations, you gain more trust in your competitor from Google, pushing you above them in the map. Now, you might be asking yourself, great, how do I do that? Well, it's really simple. We use sites like Bright Local that will tell us exactly what directories your competition is listed on. Then we can literally go down their list and match what directories they are on. But we don't stop there because we don't want to just match them. We want to dominate them online. So if your competitor has 50 citations, we want to get what they got and then add 50 to 100 more, so it takes them a long time to catch back up. So the second thing I've taught you about today is how citations are key to moving up in the map pack to get more calls from the internet. Now the third thing I want to cover with you is backlinks. This is the organic search section of Google. 60% of searchers focus here. You can see your site is not number 1. Here's Mario Castillo right after the big directories, which can be beaten, particularly on a main page. You can see your site is not number 1, and number 1 is where you want to be, and to get there you need to beat out the competition in every respect. How high you rank here depends on a number of factors, but the most important one is authority. A key factor giving your site authority in Google's eyes is backlinks. Backlinks, simply put, work like this. Another website is pointing to your site. That other site is acting like link juice, which gives your website more authority in Google's eyes, almost like a popularity contest. This is Ahrefs again. We can see you have 95 backlinks pointing at your site. Not bad, but not dominant. Let's look at those backlinks. There's more to it than how many backlinks you have. The links you obtain work a lot more effectively when they come from strong, busy, and relevant sites. You can see right here how strong the site is, and here's how much traffic it's getting. As for relevant, if you have a local blog or an electrician industry site linking back to you, that would be great. But if you're an electrician and you have Pizza Hut linking to you, not so great because you don't sell pepperoni. So this is a directory. Here you have a cryptocurrency site, closing disclosure, February Fox. You have a lot of not relevant links that someone's gone and gotten you. Now looking at your competitor, you have 257 links from more relevant sites. But with Ahrefs, we can see exactly which links they have, and we can go get those same backlinks for your business. These backlinks will give you the authority that with Google that will propel you to number 1. So I've explained how backlinks get your site authority on the web, and how if you have more authority, then you will rank higher in the searches people are doing to find an electrician. Getting to the top is not magic, it's just a method, and I've shown you that method today. So once again, we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,000 to 1,500 words. Citations, you want to have 100 to 300 of these to beat out the competition by a landslide. And backlinks, you need more strong, busy, relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority in your niche. And if you implement these strategies, today you can be number 1 in Google for your local area. So what now? Well, you can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and you want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call here at 562-264-5530 or reply to my email and we can have a chat. Once again, my name is Matt Filler. Thank you for watching this video today. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.